Let's try this again. You guys can hear me now? Oh my gosh, I don't know what is going. Of course, when we go to do a live stream, OBS goes wrong. So that's just the nature of the beast. But I think you guys can hear me now. I can see my meters moving. So at least I'm hoping you guys can hear me. So I'll give it a second. There's a little bit of a delay. So let me know if you guys can hear me. You can hear. Okay, awesome, guys. So hey, thank you guys for tuning in, man. I've been super excited about just hanging out with you guys and just talking about Cobra Kai. So let me pull out a couple of things really quick so I can we can get started. Hold on one second, guys. So I'll just give you a heads up while I'm looking for something. I'm not sure what happened, but literally 3 minutes before going on, my whole entire set and scenes all shifted, and so no idea what happens. I'm gonna have to monitor and make sure the mic's on all the scenes, but hopefully you guys had a really awesome Halloween. I know we did, and I'm just trying to get to our landing page because for some reason it closed right here. So, but how was your guys' Halloween? How are you guys doing? Can hear me loud and crystal clear. So I'm gonna have to use my phone right now since everything is having issues. So let me see who's in the house. I'll just scroll through using my phone. Let's see. Hector, what's up, man? New Life, I see you in here. Thank you for being here. You were like an hour early. That's awesome. So thank you for being here. Let's see who else we have. Vision Films, what's going on, man? How you doing? I think it's the first time that I've seen you in here. Let me see. So you got something in here. I'm thinking Johnny will work for LaRusso Auto at some point. Teased when Daniel asked him if he knew cars, and Johnny said, what self-respecting man does it? Grace, thank you for joining us. And I think that's it, right? Okay, so let me just I'm gonna kind of break it down for you guys, because I think every time we've done a Cobra Kai live stream, it's kind of gone off the rails because we have a lot of questions and a lot of things like that. So I'm going to kind of break it down for you guys, what we're going to do today. And I'm going to open it up to you guys at the very end too, so we can just chat. But the goal today is that we just hang out. We have a dialogue. We spin the wheel. If you haven't seen what the spin the wheel looks like, I'll show you real quick. And we have all the characters on the wheel. And what we're going to do is we're going to spin the wheel, and whoever it lands on, that's what we're going to kind of talk about. So that way we can kind of, keep it focused, and then we can talk about that character. What I'm hoping, because I'm still trying to work out. What's up, Urban Cafe? What's going on? Thanks for joining the live stream. I'm hoping that things continue to go okay, and then we'll do the spin again. And on that second spin, we're going to do a raffle for our Team Rubalcava Network shirts, and we'll do one today. All right, guys? So I got to kind of flesh it out. I'm already having some issues, but I want to at least kind of just start talking about stuff and get it kind of set up. So let me just kind of run down. So there's a couple of things before we get started that I just wanted to shout out, man, because you guys have no idea how awesome it's been riding this wave with you guys. And when I like look back on where we started 2 years ago, or about a year, maybe about 18 months ago, Cobra Kai was at the heart of it, man. And it has been like this tidal wave of craziness that we've been involved with. And because of you guys, some staggering milestones have happened to us. And so I kind of wanted to share some of that stuff with you guys, okay? And then we'll kind of kick off. I have something special that I want to show to you guys tonight, something that I'm launching, and I'm glad you guys are all here because you guys get to see it for the first time, right? And then I have a couple of polls just to kind of get some temperature. Some of them have to do with like the characters, which ones are your favorite characters. We'll do a couple spins, and then I have another poll just kind of overall how you thought, this thing went. And at the very end, we'll just open the floodgates and we'll talk a little bit about Cobra Kai and things like that. So just kind of hold your questions. I know there's a lot. I enjoy you guys asking questions. If I see something interesting, I'll kind of jump in there, but feel free to chat with each other. Feel free to, ask questions. But like I said, I'm going to try to get to them at the very end. So let's get started. So I want to tell you something that we accomplished. I'm not even sure when it happened, to tell you the truth, because I just went on and checked like our watch time today, and we have hit over 500,000 minutes watched, almost over 500,000 minutes watched on our channel. And to me, this is like staggering because we're just a small little channel, right? Just a small little channel. A year and a half ago we started, and like the momentum has been just crazy because of Cobra Kai. And I have this passion for Cobra Kai, just like you guys. You guys are all here because we have passion for such an amazing show. And it's just been a wild ride. So let me tell you this. I'm gonna tell you 2 more facts, and then I'm gonna kick off this video, and hopefully I can fix some of the issues that I can already tell the screen's like offset. That's nonsense. I'm not gonna let it bother me. I'll fix it later. But let me share 2 more facts with you, and I'm sharing them with you because you guys made a difference. You guys have changed our lives. You guys have made Cobra Kai and this channel exciting. You guys are following our family adventures and all this craziness that has happened. But I want to share this with you. In season 1, like our highest, this is when it first kicked off, my first couple of Cobra Kai videos. At our peak in season 1, there was like 10,000 watches in a single day. 10,000 watches in a single day. Like, that's just like mind-boggling to me. And it was like, it's what kick-started everything for me. It was like, wow, 10,000, let's go make some more videos. And that's kind of what happened. But it was amazing to see that we were kind of in the middle of this epic show that has just like been a runaway train. And we were kind of in the beginning with it. And yeah, 10,000 views. It was crazy. On our channel, 99,580 views of just Cobra Kai from all of the videos we have. So almost 100,000 views in the last like year and a half of just crazy Cobra Kai viewership. And that's because of you guys, man. So I want to tip my hat off to you guys and tell you guys thank you so much from like the bottom of my heart. And the goal is that we continue to do like a weekly live stream. That's why I kind of want to have a format, because if it's just a free-for-all every week, it's hard to kind of create a dialogue about what's going on. So every week we're going to do something like this. And I'm going to talk a little bit more once I show you this video. Hey, what's up, Marn? Hey, what's up, Noco Silver? What's going on, guys? Thank you. Welcome to the stream. We're just kicking off and just kind of sharing with some things that have happened to our channel. And I want you guys to be a part of it. Like, that's the beautiful thing about YouTube. And that's why we share like our journey, even the hardships, man, is to know that like it can be done, and to have a community is one of the most amazing things. And for the first time, Marn and I were talking about it just a couple of weeks ago, where we feel beyond blessed to have this community. We have beyond blessed to have a community like you guys. And so I want to give some shout outs real quick, and then I'm going to knock this video out. I'm like dying to show you guys this video, and then we'll talk about a little about things that are going on, the projects that I'm working on, and then we're going to spin that darn wheel. So a couple people are showing up right now. Let me see. Plata MPA3. Thank you. Cobra Kai never dies. That's right, son. Look at this shirt I just got right now. I couldn't find some of my Cobra Kai shirts. I don't know what the heck happened to them. So I got this one today. So Life says, I agree. Community is essential. So yes, you guys have been amazing. So because of that, I want to give a shout out to a couple of people that have been, you guys have no idea how much you guys have given us energy. Like, sometimes we hit walls and we're like, the schedule to film is tough and to do things are tough. And it's like, you guys are the ones that like keep us motivated, keep us moving in the right direction, and kind of make us want to do more, And so let me give a couple of quick shout outs. Number 1 on my list is my wife, Marlena. So she's in the chat. Thank you for joining. I know it hasn't been easy, so I want to give her the number 1 thank you, because she has to watch all this craziness happen. Like, she sees all the cameras and lights and all this nonsense and all the comments about Cobra Kai every day, and I'm sure she's like, man, Cobra Kai, like we average like 30 to 40 comments, throughout the day. We probably average about 400 views every single day of just Cobra Kai. So it's crazy. So I want to tell you, thank you, I love you, and I appreciate it. So a couple other people, guys. Dylan, aka Max911. So he's always in the streams, and he's always in our comments with different videos. So I just want to give you, bud, a shout out. I know your birthday was like last month too, so just thank you. I appreciate it that you're always involved, always active in our community, and it's pretty awesome to see. So New Life 51, I want to give you a shout out too. I know you're in here. Just thank you so much for always being active and always commenting and just like giving us insight. Actually, because of you, that prompted me to kickstart Sip of Sanity when you asked, like, where's Sip of Sanity? Because nobody was asking about it. So it kind of fell underneath the radar. And that gave me like the energy to want to get started again on it. So Hector, Big Dog, what's up, man? I want to give you a shout out to Cobra Kai, Ride or Die, man. Hector, like he told his wife today, man, I have a date with Cobra Kai tonight, so peace out. I'm out. I'll see you later on. So I just want to give you a shout out, bro. I appreciate the love. You are awesome, man. John Scott, Cameron, I don't think he's in here, but you know he's always active on every single video. I swear. Usually the first or second person just to say awesome video, you know, good job, all that. So those things mean a lot to us, guys. So I appreciate it, John Scott. Grill Sergeant, I love this channel, guys. He's a cook. I should say he barbecues. That's what I'm saying. He barbecues. Does a lot of amazing things. And, you know, just recently we kind of connected. I love his channel. And we chat a lot on Instagram and all that. So I just want to tell you, bud, I appreciate it. I love your channel. I love the way you shoot your style of footage and all that. Another one, Rob Mason from the UK. I told you, bro, I wasn't going to forget about you. So he doesn't, he's not going to be on tonight. So, but I just wanted to give him a shout out because he wanted to be here. And I just want to tell you, I appreciate it, man. I know you've been binge watching and all that. So, and I can tell you guys not to get off the rail. So for those of you that are new to the stream, I'll get off the rail all the time. So I kind of just like, we'll go in a different direction. So just bear with me. But I can see when people are binge watching, and it is nuts. Like, I can see people that binge watch like 20 of the 45, 46 videos like in a row because their comments keep pounding away. And it's just crazy. It's so awesome, man. So Anthony M, you know, I appreciate it, bro. I know I follow your family on Instagram and all that, and just you guys have been around like since the beginning of when we really started getting active, and then when we started live streaming. So I really appreciate it. And it's just someone new, you know. This I don't know him too well, but Gear 73. Man, you have been binge watching on our videos like crazy because I see all of these comments every single day, and so it's just amazing to see that. So I just wanted to give you guys some love and tell you thank you so much. You guys are a part of our family. You guys are part of the TRN fam. And for those of you that are new, welcome. You know, welcome them, you guys. Let's show them some love. Welcome into the TRN family. And let's just go kick some butt. So with that, let's let me see if there's anybody new that came in that I missed before I kick this off. The Messy Kid, what's going on, man? My birthday was last month. Let me see, I grew up with these movies. First live stream watcher since season 1. Thanks, man. Been watching since season 1. You know, I get a lot of comments like that too. It's just crazy. One, that it's been like this long. We're getting ready for season 3, but people have been following our channel for like a year and a half from Cobra Kai. So pretty awesome. All right, guys. So let's see. I'll check some of the comments after I play this video. And let's check this out. We're going to kick off this video, and then we're going to jump into, I'll kind of show you some things real quick. And then let's like spin the wheel, guys. All right. So let me see. Hopefully this stuff works. It worked before, and then I don't know what the heck's going on right now. So let's check it out, guys. Think you know Cobra Kai? Guess what? You found the right place, because we're going to talk about Cobra Kai, we're going to dissect it, we're going to talk about all the characters. You came to the right place. Guess what? Exclusive videos just for you, just for Cobra Kai. Live streams that you're personally invited to. Check it out, man. So what are you waiting for? All right, guys, let me see. Hopefully the mic's still working. So Patreon, let me just fix this real quick because this is kind of annoying for me. Let me just fix this really quick. Give me 1 second. So I kind of wanted to show you guys. So I've been working on this like for like weeks and weeks, and I want to have something special, guys. I want to have something that we can connect together, like an exclusive community that we can talk about Cobra Kai, man, and we can do live streams and all that. So let me just kind of navigate, give you kind of the inside look on it, and then we can get ready to kick off a spin. So let me just get into the screen. Okay, so for those of you that are not familiar with Patreon, it's pretty cool. So I have a lot of exclusive videos. I have some polls that are in there. I have just kind of food for thought, things that are happening, more thought-provoking, not necessarily predictions, but just kind of like, hey, I just thought about, Robbie today, and, he was on my mind, and I start kind of just going into a dialogue. So all of the videos that are in here are exclusive to Patreon. So if Patreon, it's just, I'm really excited for us to just have our own thing. And there's 3 tiers, guys. So I'll kind of just run through with it with you guys really quick. There are 3 tiers. The first tier is bronze, and I put kind of a Cobra Kai fan. $3. If you pledge $3 a month, get access to all the full unedited Cobra Kai reaction videos from season 2. Be able to watch all the live streams. So this live stream is going to go out to YouTube. Probably the next 2 will go out. And then after that, they're going to be more exclusive just to Patreon. So you guys are actually part of our kickoff for Patreon. This live chat's actually part of it. So you'll get to see all the extra miscellaneous videos behind the scenes. And then once a year, we'll send you a thank you. And then we're going to put your name on our Cobra Kai videos to say thank you for being a patron to our Cobra Kai channel, on our Cobra Kai Patreon. The gold fan, the gold is $5 for $5 a month. These are the real Cobra Kai fans, right? And you get everything in that basic. Plus, I'm gonna throw in an exclusive T.R.N. t-shirt for you, just for you guys pledging $5 a month. And then I'm gonna invite you. So once we go exclusive, you're going to be given a link directly to these live streams that we're going to hold in Patreon, exclusive to all the Patreon members. And then we're going to give your channel a shout out, give you guys some shout out, give you guys some love, man, on social media, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and all that great stuff. Now, here's this one that I want to show you, the super fan. So if you are a super fan, you can pledge $20 a month. You're going to get everything else that are in those other tiers. But what I want to build is a round table with very, very exclusive Cobra Kai, fans that we can sit down and we can talk some real stuff together once. And this is going to be an exclusive one just for this tier, that we're going to have a round table and we can discuss, and I can bring you guys onto the panel and we can talk Cobra Kai. So I've been really excited, guys. I'll show you a little bit. There's a couple videos in here. I think I have like, I don't know, 20 something videos. I have some stuff that I found, some podcasts. I have polls in here. I have, a whole bunch of polls about different things. And so there's a lot of material, and this is just now. By the end of this month, it'll probably double. So I just wanted to show you guys this. I'm really excited, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. And for those of you that are, that want to join, it's going to be out there, and I appreciate it. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and move on. Hold on one second. Let me pull up the chat. All right, cool. All right. Anybody I miss that just came in? Watch party. Hey, thanks for coming in. Stidham family, what's going on? And let me see who else is in here. All right, guys. So let's do this. I want to kick off the spin, right? And let me just check it really quick, make sure everything is okay, and let's just kick it off. And let me tell you this, before we get started, I need to get your attention. So Johnny has a message for you guys.
Quiet!
Quiet! All right, let's go. All right, guys. So here we have the wheel. This has been fun doing the wheel. I've tested this in a couple other live streams. So this is what we're going to do. So I only wanted to put six people on here for now. At some point, we'll put maybe more cast members, season 3 and all that. But I just wanted to at least get it started. And then what we're going to do is we're going to spin the wheel. and then I'm gonna let you guys ask questions. Okay, so get your questions ready. Start thinking about what you want to ask, and then I'm gonna we'll jump in, and then I have one question that I'm gonna ask you guys to see what you think, and then we're gonna kickstart this thing. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm gonna give you a few moments. Let me go ahead and think about what you want to ask, or what you would ask, and let me get this wheel started. All right, guys. Here we go. Can you guys hear the music okay too? I didn't even bother to ask. I put some music on to play low in the background, but I don't have my headset on, and so I'm not really, I can't really tell. So let me know. Let me know if you guys are having any audio issues. All right, guys, let's go ahead and kick this sucker off. Let's go. And it's going and going and going. What's up, Soldier Boy? What's going on? All right, guys. So it landed on Robbie, and I'm looking at the chat. You guys are already talking about Robbie. So let me see. Let's see. If you guys have any questions, go ahead. I'm going to give you like 15 seconds to ask some questions about Robbie that maybe I can answer for you, or maybe it's something that you guys read about. And let's get that dialogue going, and then I'm gonna share, I have a card that I'm gonna share as well. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of time. And hey, my brother Anthony's in here. What's up, bro? What's going on? Welcome to my live stream. All right, well, you guys are thinking about that. I'm gonna throw something out there. Actually, let me read some of your comments, you guys. Hold on one second. Vision Films 100 says, I love Robbie, but I value your opinion, man. That's why it's so cool about the show. I switch who I root for each rewatch. Yeah, I realize a lot of people don't like Robbie, and I've had a lot of conversations and a lot of us chatting back and forth with a lot of viewers actually, and people have different perspective. And what I've come to realize, this is with all characters, guys, how you grew up and what you value, you tend to latch on to characters that are either similar or that have the same type of philosophy, life philosophies. And so for whatever reason, people just don't like Robbie, and I don't know what it is, but people don't. So let's see. Robbie Martin says, Robbie grew on me this last season with the guidance of Daniel, but of course, in the end, his mistake will cost him. Hopefully, he can redeem himself. 100%. New Life says it's hard to like Robbie, but his upbringing wasn't great. How do you say that? Pladampa 3. I hated Robbie at first. They acted like he was a street kid, but couldn't make a fist. Cobra is the way of the fist. And let me just answer some of these before we get too deep. It's unfortunate the way that Robbie grew up, right? He had kind of no structure at home, but I think that he was really looking for guidance. And so I don't think he wanted to be this tough kid. It's just something that he had to do. He had to hang out with friends, no mom that's available, and just that's just what it is. And so I think for Robbie, he had been searching for some type of father-like figure. Obviously, Johnny wasn't in his life, but he was searching for someone, and he found that in Daniel. But old habits die hard, guys. If you grew up tough, man, sometimes it's hard to change, and a lot of us, it's hard for us to change. And so in that moment with Miguel, I think that's where you see that. And so we could talk on and on about that moment, because people are talking about whether or not that he was intentional and that Miguel showed mercy and all this other stuff. But I think in the moment of that fight, that fraction of a second, he made a bad decision. And I don't know if he intentionally meant to kick him off that rail, which caused all the trauma, but in that moment, that stuff happens. All right, so let's see. Let me go back to the chat real quick. Robbie was so gangster, why couldn't he make a fist? No respect. I like your channel. Thanks, man. I don't know. Or will he be absent in next season? Says New Life. Hector says, I heard Kreese is foaming at the mouth to get Robbie. 100%, I think that's true. We know that in season 2 that he was talking to Johnny about, you got to get him back. Why someone else Why is someone else training, especially your enemy, which is Daniel, right? Why is someone else teaching your son? So it's 100%, guys, 100% that I think he really, Kreese wants to get him, right? Let's see. It's true, Hector. He kept telling Johnny that it wasn't right for Robbie that he wasn't with Cobra Kai. 100%. Urban Cafe, a mix of Jonathan Brandis and Sean from Boy Meets World, but a hard no. For me, still on Robbie. His dad is dope though, yeah. Cobra Kai never dies. Let's see what else. He still has that creepy two-faced smile. He does have a weird smile, guys. He has that like side smile, so. And then Martin says, don't forget to give this video a like, you guys. Don't forget to like it and share it out too, guys, if you can, on social media. I am notoriously horrible at reminding you guys to like it. So thank you, moderators, that throw that out there. So I appreciate that. So I'm going to do a quick poll. So I'm going to test something really quick, guys, because I just wanted to kind of knock it out and test it out and see if this works for the future. And it should send something into the chat. So I've never done it live. So we're going to test it. If it doesn't work, whatever. Not a biggie. But I'm going to initiate this poll right now. And the poll is, who is your favorite character? And then I'm going to switch it to the live screen and probably have to fix the screen because it's pretty... Let's see. The wheel. Here we go. I'm not looking for the wheel. I am looking for... the poll. Okay, so yeah, it actually reformatted a little weird. So let me see if I can scroll this out a little bit, guys. Sorry about that. Telling you, 10 seconds before, a few minutes before we go live, and it got really messed up, and so it is what it is. So yeah, it's not letting me. Let me check something, guys. And I don't see anything dropping. Let me know if you guys see anything dropping in the chat, because the bot is supposed to do that, and I don't see it dropping in there. Yeah, it's not working really well. All right, hold on, guys. The problem with live streams. Here, let me make it a little bit smaller. All right, let me just check one more thing, guys. If it doesn't work, don't worry about it. Like I said, I was trying to test it, and it doesn't work when you're not live. It's supposed to kick off a bot that says something in the chat for you guys to do it. And let me check it out really quick one more time. If not, oh wow, we'll just move on, whatever, no biggie. But let me see if I can just check it one more time. And you guys just chat. I can see you guys are chatting in the chat room, so just give me a second. So yeah, I don't think it's working, guys. All right, whatever. Don't worry about it, guys. I'll try to figure out, and we'll do it another time. It's not a big deal. Or what you guys can do, instead of doing the vote, why don't you guys put it in the chat? Why don't you guys put in the chat, who is your favorite character? And that way I can look at it. We can take a look at it and see what you guys think. And we'll start there. And then we're going to kick back to another spin. All right, guys? That kind of sucks that it didn't work, but it is what it is. So I'm going to tell you guys, my favorite character is Robbie. You're like, what? All right, guys, while you guys are putting and deciding which one you want, I'm going to switch back to the main camera, so no biggie. Let's do this one more time.
Quiet! Quiet!
Quiet! So, just real quick, if you guys can see that, you have no idea. I had to actually take that real footage and etch it out, and so I can green screen it so that I can use it in here. So that took me like 3 or 4 hours, man. It was kind of crazy. All right, guys, and then just make sure, guys, everyone's respectful in the chat. I know everyone has a different feeling. Hey, what's going on, John Cortez? Welcome to the stream. Everyone has different feelings. Just keep it PG or whatever, because our kids still watch this stuff too. So, all right, so I'm gonna ask you guys a question, and while you guys are kind of thinking about it, I'm gonna scroll through and see who you guys are choosing. Let me ask you this question. Why do you think, and I think we touched on it, but why do you personally think that people don't like Robbie? Like, what do you think it is? Is it the personality? I saw a couple comments in there that it doesn't seem genuine, but why do you think that there's this thing that people just don't like him? What's up, PokeG World? Is that how you say that? Welcome to the stream. All right, guys, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm kind of scrolling through the stream, man. You guys, I see a lot of Robbies in there. Johnny is he's my second favorite. I think, I'll tell you this, and you guys have heard this before, and I've talked about it many times. I see a lot of similarities in Robbie trying to find himself, trying to find some father-like figure. Probably because I didn't have one, and I think that's what it is. Like, I can kind of relate to that character, and I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for like redemption, and because of that, it's like that underdog that you're always rooting for, just because he's the underdog, that you're just like, man, I wish this guy gets it together, and I hope he figures it out, and I hope he could turn his life around. So like for me, I'm always rooting for like the underdog. I don't know why. That's just I always do. So. Let me just fix that real quick. All right, so let me just check the chat real quick. See if there's anything interesting in here. John says, my favorite characters are Miguel and Johnny. Martin says, definitely Miguel and Johnny. Hector says, Johnny's my favorite, but I love Dimitri. Start kicking some ass. Heck yeah, dude. Urban Cafe says, lies. Robbie. So I don't know if that was geared towards me or someone else in the chat. Ronnie, a white cholo. I don't know what that means, or who you're referring to, but LOL. I would say Johnny, Robbie, Miguel. Stingray is pretty fly too, man. Actually, he's one of my favorite characters, man. People hate on him too. They hate on him. They either you love him or people hate him. There's no in between. Let me see, because he does Poke World, because he don't listen and he doesn't give people a chance. Let me see. People say, or this is what Hector says, I've heard people complain about Robbie's haircut and his face, and that's what I've seen and heard. New Life says, yes, they didn't like his medieval hairdo. I thought it was like a skater's hairdo from like back in the 80s. I don't know, man. That's what I was thinking the whole entire time. Urban says, heck yeah, it's creepy. Creepy eye smile. Medieval. Martin says, medieval hairdo. Suge Knight 323, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. I think season we won't get another All Valley tournament, which I'm happy with. I'd have to agree with you, man. Before we go kind of off the rail to open discussions towards the end, I think so too. There's the All Valley was like a critical moment to bring all these characters together in conflict. But I think like season 3, there's gonna be so many new layers, so many new characters. Well, maybe not so many, but just adding a few characters can change the dynamics of the show. And I don't know if All Valley is gonna be at the center of it, but I could see like season 4 that once there's redemption and maybe Johnny and gets maybe another dojo or takes a dojo back, that there's a push for that. So. But what I see in Cobra Kai is that they do it in like increments of 3 to 4 months. So the first one was a couple of months. Season 2 was like 3 months in the summer before school. And I don't think they're going to break that kind of tradition. So to try to get all these new characters in and then All Valley tournament in like a 3 to 4 month window of what the time frame is, I don't know. And that's another reason why I don't think Miguel is going to heal in season 3. He's not going to be 100% season 3 nor be able to compete. So that's just my opinion, you guys. Suge Knight says, not that hair, it's from the 90s. There you go, the 90s. Probably more street fighting. Martin says, I showed Maddie your live, and he said, no, not Cobra Kai again. That's what Martin says all the time, too. New Life says his hair was a little like a page boy. I'm not even sure what a page boy is, but I'm gonna probably have to look that up after. Is it Pokey World or Poji World? I'm trying to figure out how to say that. This show made me buy all 3 OG movies to know all the references. If you guys have not gone back to watch the 3 movies, especially season 1, it changes your perspective on Daniel. It completely changes your perspective of how Karate Kid first episode was, and even the next couple of ones. It kind of changed my perspective on some of it. All right, guys, so we are gonna get on to the next topic, okay? But with this, we're gonna do something different. So I couldn't figure out how to make the giveaway work, just like the stinking polls don't work. So I didn't even want to chance that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the wheel, okay? And so we're gonna go back to the wheel, and this is what we're gonna do. Before we spin, I'm gonna have you guys decide, right? I'm gonna have you guys decide who do you think, and I'm gonna tell you when. So if you jump the gun, I'm gonna pull you out. But when I say go, I want you to type who you think the wheel is gonna land on. And whoever gets it right, you're gonna win a t-shirt. So let me just kind of clarify really quick. So if 3 people say, let's say 3 people put Miguel, the first person that put Miguel in there, they're the ones that's gonna win. So does that make sense? So when I say go, then you guys are just gonna type who you think the wheel is gonna land on, okay? So is that clear? Give me a thumbs up, give me a like. Let me know if that's clear. If not, I'll kind of explain it again. Let me take a sip of this drink real quick. New Life says, I like the background music. I actually got that background music from another channel of just kind of mixed music, and just something that didn't have copyright stuff and all that, because I do want this stream to go out live, and so I just didn't want to have to deal with any of those issues. So all right, so we got some thumbs up, so it's really clear, right? So I'm gonna tell you go, not yet, and then I'm gonna let you guys go, and then I'm gonna hit the wheel. I'm gonna give it like 5 seconds after I say go, and then we're gonna spin the wheel. All right, I'm gonna do a countdown, all right? On 3, 2, 1, go. All right, it's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. Crease. And nobody picked Crease. Sorry, guys. Maybe next time. Okay, you know what we'll do? Let's do it one more time, because I want to make sure someone wins. So I'll give you a little bit more time, too. Suge Knight, that came in late, man. You can't do that. It came in late. So what we'll do is I'm going to give you some more time. I'm going to give you like 10, 15 seconds. And Pokey did. Let me see. Where? I don't see it in there. Oh, you did. All right. Bing, 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 bing. Okay, you win then, Pokey. So what we'll do is I'll try to reach out to you, get your contact information, and boom, you win. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for pointing it out. I'm looking at the screen and I just don't see it. So, all right. So, but Suge Knight, I saw that you put it in there, but now I'm looking at who said it first, and it was Pokey World. Okay. Good job, guys. Okay, so let's talk about Crease. So I want you guys to ask a couple of questions. I'm going to give you maybe like 10, 15 seconds to just ask a question. And then I'm going to do the same thing. And we're going to talk about what I think about him. And then after this, guys, we'll kind of open it up and we'll just let the floodgates come out and we'll let that kind of roll. So I'm going to give you like, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds. And I'm going to keep blabbering while you guys start thinking about what you want to do. He was first, but I did it before you spun. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to get you guys involved with that, because I wasn't really sure once the spinner took off. So, but there'll always be more times, Suge Knight. So don't worry about it, man. There'll always be more times. What I want to do is the next couple of weeks we'll do one like maybe every Friday and all that. And so we'll do a couple of spins, and at least once a week we're gonna give a giveaway. And for the next probably 3 weeks, these will be on YouTube. After that, it's gonna go strictly to Patreon, guys. So make sure you guys check it out, sign up for it, all that good stuff. Okay, so while I'm blabbering on, I see some questions coming through. So these are the gear, guys. So I can send you one of these shirts. I have a Rubalcava Tribe one, and I'll get all your information for it. And then the T.R.N. So I actually make these, guys. So I actually have, that's my equipment. We have a vinyl cutter in our garage, so these are personally made by these two hands. And so hopefully you guys enjoy it. So, okay. So let me go scroll back to the chat real quick, and let's see what's going on. See what you guys have. Looks like we have a Japan Geek in here too. What's up? What's going on? Let's see. Okay, so Vision Films 100. How will Johnny get Cobra Kai back from Kreese, or will he? So what do you guys think? So I will tell you my perspective. I don't think Johnny's gonna get back Cobra Kai anytime soon. If I had to guess, it's gonna be a few seasons away. Maybe season 4, maybe even season 5. And so, and it's just more like logistics, guys. I guess we all want to see Johnny like jump in there, get it back, and all that. But I think there's gonna be a little bit of some legal battle, right, and all that craziness. But I think the drama could play out over the course of 1 or 2 seasons of just talking about how, you know, those two characters are gonna be in conflict, and how either through legally to get Cobra Kai back, but I just think there's gonna be an epic fight over Cobra Kai. And I think I read, and I wish I would have prepared it more if I didn't have so many darn issues getting the stream together today, that the producer said there's going to be an even more epic fight in season 3. Is it between Cobra Kai and another dojo? Is it between Cobra Kai and Kreese? Yeah, who knows right now? But I really think that if they span it over 2 seasons, season 3, season 4, we can see a lot of conflict happen. We can see a lot of things happening to Miyagi-Do. We can see Johnny fighting for redemption, and then the battle for Cobra Kai. So I don't think season 3 is going to be like a nice bow that wraps everything together and make it all nice and good and Johnny gets it back. That's not good television. It's got to be drama. And even though that it's kind of classified as a comedy, it's like a comedy drama, right? Because there's a lot of tension in it now, especially how season 2 ended. So I really think that Kreese 1 is going to try to expand. He's going to expand the dojos. If he has multiple dojos, that's going to mean he needs more senseis, which makes more sense to bring in some people to help manage those dojos, right? So I really think that it's going to take a season or 2 for that fighting position for Cobra Kai. So that's just me. So I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. And then let me go back to the comments really quick. Poke World says it was sad because he knew Johnny have a heart. Heck yeah, he's a master manipulator, guys. Master manipulator. I bet all the adults joined. That would be hilarious. That wouldn't surprise me, actually. A watch party said that's true. The producers and the fight choreographer said season 3 will have a bigger fight than season 2. Yeah, I either read that or I saw it on Instagram, or I don't know where I saw that, but I'm starting to see people post videos on YouTube as well about it because they probably saw the same article. Hector says, I can see Cobra Kai versus Miyagi in season 4 in a tournament, but a big brawl might happen season 3 on the streets or something, and things got to get worse before they get better. 100%, man. That's 100% what I think is happening. Urban Cafe says, have you seen Labyrinth? He looks like Hedgehog. Kreese does? That's pretty funny. Rob, what's up, man? Rob, I gave you a shout out this morning because I didn't know if you're gonna be on, but so I'm glad you're here, man. Johnny puts faith in his old Cobra Kai buddies this season. I think you and I actually talked about that, Rob. I think that's some really valid points that he's gonna turn to his buddies, and season 2, introduce them. It does make sense that he would turn to them for guidance, that he would turn for them to even position at some point for them to help Johnny. It makes a lot of sense that would happen. So, hey, Rob, thanks for coming in, man. I know you're in the UK. It's probably like, what, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and you jumped on, bro. I appreciate it. So, Pochi World says, I just wonder why Daniel was all up on Johnny, but Mike Barnes was more of a threat. I don't know. It's just that, you ever have that feeling, guys, when you just meet someone, or maybe someone did you wrong, and no matter what happens, like, you just hold a grudge, and when you see that person, you just go into like fight mode. I think that's something that's happened to Daniel, where he's just kind of like possessed with making sure that he try to settle the score with Johnny, or just get his Cobra Kai out, you know. So but thanks, Rob, thanks for dropping in, brother. I appreciate it, man. All right, guys, let's let me ask you, I'll go back to the screen real quick. Here, we'll do this. Sensei says quiet. Okay, refocus, guys, refocus. Okay, so let me read my cue card. Hold on 1 second. Where is Kreese? Where did I write for Kreese? So what I wrote for Kreese isn't necessarily a question. It's more of a statement. So let me just show it to you. So here's Kreese's card. Let me see if you can see that, right? And I'm going to flip this over so you guys can see what it says. You guys see that? Okay. Case closed. That was my thoughts. No, I'm just kidding. I thought that was funny. Hector says, I would love to see Johnny's old Cobras for help and see that as well, that they would be awesome. Rob Mason, you got it right, brother. Poji World says, but Johnny didn't really did anything bad to him, but push him down the hill, to be honest. Vision says, that's very true. New Life says, LOL. I guess you guys must have saw that. So let me tell you my take on Kreese, guys, and then I'm going to open up the door to ask questions. Looks like we're at 50 minutes right now. Let me see how many people are in the chat. There's 12 of you guys in here right now. Thank you so much for being in here. I'm going to tell you my take on Kreese, because I could talk about Kreese forever. I think he's a master manipulator, and what he did is no less than amazing. I mean, he brought in Johnny. He knew, you got to remember, he's a soldier, man. He looks for weakness. He even tried to tell him, like, no mercy himself. And he is just a master manipulator, and he played on him. And I think I mentioned this in season 1 prediction, after season 1 prediction for season 2, that we would see a side of Kreese that we wouldn't expect, because everybody expected him to come in and be a tough guy and muscle his way in. If he came in, that he would muscle his way in or do something like that to take Cobra Kai back. And he did the exact opposite. He made Johnny feel sympathy for him. He made Johnny feel like he gave him some type of redemption for helping him, letting him be involved with the dojo. And he took a more submissive role, that he just wanted to be here. And like, if that isn't the sign of a master manipulator, I don't know what to tell you guys. So if you think that he's gonna take his foot off the gas in season 3, it's only gonna get bigger. Like you said, more dojos, more senseis. He might go on the offensive, which I really think Kreese will go on the offensive to destroy LaRusso's auto, even if it's just like damaging the cars, breaking windows, doing all that stuff, to cause havoc now, because in his eyes, he won the war. So he has a dojo back. Now, what is he going to do with his soldiers? The only thing he can do with them is put them into a war. Who is the war going to be with? It's going to be with the LaRussos, man. Johnny has nothing left, dude. He's already at rock bottom. He snatched the rug out from underneath him. He doesn't have anything left. So who is next? The biggest bullseye to me, I think, is the LaRusso family. And I think he's going to cause some havoc on them. So let me get back to the comments real quick, guys. Let's see. Let me go back. The guy who played Bobby is actually a martial artist. Oh, nice. I didn't know that. A real sensei says New Light 51. Poji World says, I like Kreese, to be honest. I wonder if they will ever tell his story. We may see that. I could honestly see them taking us back. Now that we got like a feel for Cobra Kai, like going back to understand who Kreese is, who he was in the war, like how he became. I could totally see 1 or 2 episodes doing that. So I think you're right. New Life says, yes, he's been trained to see the enemy, to see war and to strategize. He's a master manipulator, but he's amazing at creating a strategy to win, right? Hector says, Kreese is the emperor and is strong in the force and knows evil and is strong in the dark side. Exactly, man. I love that Star Wars reference. May the force be with you. The force is strong in this one. Kreese is the emperor. Oh, I just read that. Sorry. He said he could be been lurking and watching Johnny from afar. So I actually agree with you, Poji World, is that people see him in that men's home, but I wouldn't put it past him that he did that strategically and that he knew Johnny would follow him to kind of see. I mean, if he planned it out that way, I mean, it's just crazy if he did. That means he has some financial backing or something, so that he doesn't have to worry about money, but can put himself in a position that would make him look vulnerable. Man, that is nothing short of amazing for him to do that. Watch Party says, do you think Kreese cares for Miguel, Hawk, or Tori, or does he only care for Cobra Kai? I think that he looks at them as soldiers. Those are like his lieutenants. I think they can help. I think he sees it that way. I don't know if he necessarily sees them as kids or that he genuinely cares for somebody. Because just think about this, man. If he did that to Johnny, and he's known Johnny since he was a child, and knowing that he didn't have a father and played a surrogate father role and all of that, you think he's going to care about these kids that he met like a month ago? I'm not really sure, but I think he sees them as his lieutenants and that they could do more to expand this brand, whether it's to grow the brand, bring in more people, make money off of fighting in tournaments, endorsements, you name it. But I think he sees them as the foot soldiers that can expand his empire. And that's why he has a connection with them. That's why, like someone like Hawk, that he's latched himself onto. And Hawk needed someone like him because he feels misguided, right? So he fit the MO perfect for what Hawk needed at that moment. So I think he's definitely looking for lieutenants to really drive that dojo into expanding. And but if you ask me if he genuinely cares about them, I don't think so. I honestly don't. I think he just sees them as tools. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Hector says, I watch right. I think that he only cares about Cobra Kai. He's just using the strong students to get what he wants. And they're just expendable soldiers in their Karate Kid. I agree, 100% expendable. So if Johnny was expendable, so were these kids that he met a month ago. So Poji World says, well, remember in the third movie, Silver was giving him money and he said, Cobra, wait for the right moment to strike. That is exactly what I think. I think there was some other financial backing to him, and that's just my opinion. And just remember, in the series, things changed. So he had access to YouTube. He could have seen all this stuff. Like, there's information moves so fast now. So I'm sure before that tournament happened, he was already watching with all of the Cobra Kai videos that they were putting out on YouTube and doing all that stuff. I'm sure he was already aware of what was happening. So he could have been watching from afar, coming up with the plan to get inside and take over Cobra Kai. All right, guys. So I'm going to turn it over to you guys. Where are we at? We're at 57 minutes. I'm going to give us maybe 10 more minutes to just like ask some questions, and then we can kind of call it a day. But I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much. Looks like there's 14 people in the chat. That I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys taking the time to come in. You guys could watch anybody, and you're in here with me. And so I appreciate you guys being a part of this. I hope you guys like the layout and all that, because I kind of created this myself, and hopefully it doesn't look too cheesy. But it's been a journey. It's been a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to doing more and more and more. on Patreon and getting ready for season 3. My goal is that when season 3 comes out, that we'll release some on Patreon. I'm not sure if it's going to be like maybe in advance or full season. Not the full season, the full videos, or just pre-release them to people on Patreon so they can watch them sooner. I'm not sure yet, but right now you can watch all of my reaction videos, the full videos, the full 45-minute videos that are not available on YouTube, only on Patreon, and you can see all of it, because in YouTube I gotta cut it down to 10 minutes, I gotta chop it, so I throw away all of this stuff, so it's unedited, it's raw, it's the original version of how these videos were put together, and they're all of season 2. Okay, so I'm gonna throw the floor out to you guys. Let's take a look. Let me get a drink of water, man, because I'm just talking and talking and talking. All right, let's see. Let me scroll a little bit further back. New Life says, I love the layout. Thank you, I appreciate that. Poji World says the same. Cobra Kai 2, what's up? What's up, man? When did you get? I didn't even see you come into the chat, but thanks for dropping by, man. I feel Robbie is going to turn back to his old ways. Kreese is so obsessed about him. So I will tell you this. That's a good one, Cobra Kai. He is vulnerable right now. You got to remember, he's going to be on the run. He's going to be looking for aid. Not sure if Johnny's even going to be in the right mindset to even help him. You know he's going to go on a drinking binge, right? You know, you kind of saw a part of it. I think season 3 is going to probably open up the same way as season 1 did. He's going to be on the floor, passed out with the Coors right next to him. So he's looking for some stability, and I do think that Kreese can offer him some things. Now, whether he goes that direction, I don't know, but I think he could potentially try to help him, hide him, do something like that. So, I mean, there's a million ways that can go, but I do think because of Robbie's situation of being on the go, that he's vulnerable. The question is, who's going to get to him first? Is it going to be Kreese? Is it going to be Johnny? I don't think it's going to be Daniel, the way that their relationship ended, or is it going to be the police? Those are the 3. And so whoever gets to him first, it's going to set off a chain of events. But I do think that he's going to be on the run for a little bit in season 3. And then at some point, they're going to bring him back into the story. I could see it starting off episode 1 that he's on the run, like the aftermath and all that. And he's on the run. And then it kind of trails off onto the other storylines. But I do think that he could potentially end up with Kreese. So I really, really do. Let's see. Urban Cafe Carry, thanks bro for doing this. Good, clean family fun, man. Well, thanks, man. I'm gonna visit New Mexico one day, man, and I'm gonna check out your cafe, because you guys post a heck of a lot of good food. You guys gotta check it out. Check it out. I don't know if maybe I could put a link in here, but check out your Instagram. Looks like amazing food, brother. I appreciate that. New Life says, just join Patreon. All right, man, our first person to join Patreon from the live chat stream, so I appreciate that. You are awesome. Says, I look forward to it. Poetry World says, yeah, I think Kreese would want to train Robbie since he lost Johnny. And you know, I'm gonna tell you guys something that was a little weird, and maybe you guys can figure out what he meant by this, or maybe you guys have your own theories about what he meant by this. And I don't think I really touched too deep on it in any of the prediction videos or even in that last episode, because there was just so much to unpack. But don't you ever wonder what Kreese meant when he said, someday you'll thank me for this? Like that line, that wasn't like a throwaway line for that actor, man. That means something. And maybe in future seasons, Kreese is gonna want Johnny to come back as a sensei. Now, whether he wants to or not, that's different. But it was just an interesting quote, right? Just an interesting, man, I'm choking on my own words. It was an interesting thought that he said out loud to Johnny, which I think it has huge weight going into season 3. So, all right, let's see. Urban Cafe, what city are you in? We're actually in Hacienda Heights, you guys, near Roland Heights. And that's where we're at. That's where we reside. And it's a beautiful city. So Hector says, Make me talk Spanish. Las Cruces, New Mexico. Give us a follow on Instagram. You can try to put your link in, man. Sometimes I know people have tried to put links in and then it gets blocked. I haven't figured out how to fix that yet. So maybe I can make you a moderator, and then future videos or whatever, you can drop a link in there. But you know what? I could probably do that right now. Give me a moment. Hold on 1 second. I think I can. As I'm looking for this, I will tell you guys, like, I really appreciate you guys dropping by, man. I'm so excited for you guys to watch some of these videos in Patreon, a lot of polls, just to kind of get some thought-provoking. And I think my goal was that in Patreon, we can stir up these conversations that we can bring to the live streams and bring that to you guys. What am I looking for? Oh, hold on 1 second. It looks like we just hit a little over an hour, and there are 10 people in the chat right now. So let me see. Give me 1 second. Here, I'll put this up. Oh, that's not working.
Quiet! Quiet!
That still cracked me up, guys. Sorry. That took me countless hours to do that. So, all right, let me try this real quick. I'm gonna do it a different way. So, all right, Urban Cafe. I just made you a moderator, so you should be able to put a link to your Instagram. You guys gotta check out his food. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so let me just get back to the main screen. Sorry about that. Okay, so Hector says that line that Kreese said has been boggling me as well. The writers are good. It means something, and I know, like, we're gonna look back season 3, season 4, like, dang, Kreese already planned and mapped out a strategy, all starting with this. So, like, there's a meaning, guys. So I just keep your ears to the ground. I know that it means something. Poji World says, I think he needs to take care of everything away from Johnny in order for Johnny might go back to him, since Johnny joined because he had nothing as a kid as well. Yeah, I could see him wanting to play that role for Johnny. Urban Cafe says, top 2 scenes from S1 and season 2. Top 2 scenes, huh? I'm trying to think. Season 1 definitely has to be when Johnny does that kick for the first time. All I kept thinking, I think if you go back and watch my reaction, I was like, oh, it wasn't because of the kick. I thought he was going to pull his hamstring, man. I seriously thought he was going to pull his hamstring, and it just, like, boom, got my blood pumping, and I was like, man, this is going to be awesome. So season 1, that scene was hilarious, and maybe for the wrong reasons. I don't know. I just thought it was funny, but it was like, man, this 50-year-old dude just dropped a huge kick, and then he kicked their butts, man. So I thought it was awesome. Season 2 had so many moments. Jeez. Oh, man. Let me think on that one. For a moment. I'm trying to think of one that really, like, stirred an emotion in me. I think it's gonna be when Johnny's in the hospital, dude. And I'll tell you why. Because this character, you've seen, like, different phases of his character, like the hard ass, the guy don't take no crap, the things that he says that he's still stuck in the 80s. He's just oh man, he just says things that are so random. But that moment that he was at the hospital, that moment that he picked up the phone and he heard Miguel's voicemail, like, you could see it in his eyes as an actor, like how deep that moment was, with literally no talking. He didn't say a word. You just, it cuts away from his face, and you see Miguel laying on the bed, and he's hearing him talk, and you could just see, like, utter destruction in him all through his eyes. And to me, I think that moment will always be like the most memorable. There's a whole bunch of really, really good ones, but for me, that moment just like, oh, like just crushed me, man. I was just like, oh man, that whole episode, I had to like take time out to like regroup before I even talked about what that episode was about and kind of giving my spiel at the end. I had to like regroup because it hit me like hard on so many different levels. But that scene just kind of took my breath away, because you see in that moment, you see who Johnny wants to be, and he's conflicted with who he is, and that he sees like the good that he's trying to put out in the world just gets smashed because of things that he taught in the beginning. So he's conflicted on what Cobra Kai was and taught him to who Cobra Kai is, or what he wants it to be. In that moment, that scene just set it all off, man. And so I thought it was one of the most touching scenes in all of them. The other one would be when he's sitting in the burger place talking to him about him not being a good dad, because those are all like genuine, sincere moments that just show that he's understands what he's done wrong. And like most people don't, they just don't. they go through life and they're always the victim, and they blame everybody. And in that moment, he was recognizing his own shortcomings by sharing it with Miguel. So, whew, tear on that one. Okay, let me go back a little further back. So Hector says, season 2, take a right when Tommy dies. I used to live in El Paso, so I know your food is great. That was actually a really great scene. That one was tough for me too. Urban Cafe. Season 1 is when Ellie walks in as Hawk, and when Daniel puts down the bandana and doing kata and the classic windpipe music. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I'm trying to remember that one now. Wait, see, let me read that again. Is Ellie walks into Hawk and puts down the bandana doing kata. New Life says, sure thing. New Life says, when Miguel did the crane kick at the tournament, that was like yeah. That's what I like about this thing. Like you're excited for all of that, like, oh, that toughness and all that Cobra Kai stuff. Cobra Kai changed my perspective on Karate Kid completely. Pojo Roll says, yeah, the first kick and the hash brown on the internet. Send it to the, what does he say? Send it to the, he says, let's say the internet. I forgot what he says. You know, hash brown this, hash brown Cobra Kai. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Kreese has his influence. It spreads like wildfire, says Cobra Kai 2. Urban Cafe, thank you. We'll try it out. New Life says, when Johnny taught Carmen's boyfriend a lesson, that was pretty awesome. That was season 2. Yeah. That was conflicted. I know that he was like debating whether to do that, but see, like that's the righteous. There's so many layers to his character. That's the righteous side of him saying, nah, this isn't going to happen. And so that's what I love about him. He's so like rough around the edges. And yeah, he taught that fool a lesson real quick. Hector says, Cafe on season 1, Eli becomes Hawk and flips the script and the music creeps in. And they all say, yes, sensei. Yeah, that was an awesome scene, man. Urban says that hospital scene had me cutting onions too, for sure. That was Emmy worthy. Yeah, man, that was like a really, really crazy scene. So send it to the internet. Yeah, that's what he says. Blue World says, I feel sorry for Johnny. He's trying to do the right thing, but everything goes wrong for him. Well, guess what, guys? He's in the same boat that Robbie's in, where everything you've known in the past comes back. Like you can try to change, but when push comes to shove, all the choices that you made in the past have kind of come back to haunt you. So I definitely feel bad for him. Hector says, oh yeah, I forgot about all the emotional scenes you mentioned. I agree. I got teary-eyed as well, David. Many touching moments in the series. And then that's what took it from like an action series to an emotional series. And it was such an amazing journey. All right, guys, we are on an hour and 12 minutes, and I'm gonna have to get out of here, guys. So it's been fun, you guys. I can't wait to do more. If you can, check out our Patreon. Appreciate that, and then stay tuned, guys. I am gonna do for this month. I'm gonna do a few of them just to show people like what we're gonna be doing in Patreon. So I hope you appreciate it. Hector, I said I was gonna throw it out to you to ask something. If there's anything else or any topic that you want to talk about, you got like 2 minutes, bro. Throw it out there, and I'll answer that question. And then we'll call it a day. Let's see. Sentence to Ellie return could potentially intensify the tension and emotions running high. Absolutely, man. I feel sorry for Johnny. He's trying to do the right thing, but everything goes wrong for him. Yeah. Don't you know a lot of people like that? Like, you try to do the right thing and just bad stuff happens. It's all from the past. You're on this like collision course with the freight train, and no matter what you do, kind of pushes you in that direction. Let's see. Cobra Kai is just so good. I'm glad season 3 is free. So just so you guys know what I've been reading, and I think I posted a video about this in Patreon, is I think they're going to do season 3 free, but it's going to roll out like one episode a week or a day, or I don't know what the plan is, but it's not going to be like, boom, here it all is. That's going to be for all the premium YouTubers aren't YouTubers. If you have premium for YouTube, you'll get it all at once to be able to binge watch it. But for the free, it's going to come out and roll out just like a series that you normally would watch on television. It comes like one episode a week or something like that. So there's going to be some control around it. And let's see. Cobra Kai is just so good. Everyone talk about Team Rubalcava Network and Hash Brown this and send it to the internet. Hash Brown Team Rubalcava Network. I appreciate that, guys. You guys are awesome. All right. And yeah, so keep the premium. Yeah. So I put mine on hold right now just because I'm looking for a job. And then once we get close, I don't care, man. If I have to put on my credit card, I'm going back in. So I'll jump back in there, guys. One episode every Wednesday until all 10 exactly. So I read something, didn't have a date on it, but yeah, it was like one a week. So I would stick with that premium if you want to binge watch, or when I'm going to try to put out as many as humanly possible right after it comes out, maybe 3-4 episodes day one, and keep pumping them out. So might be a spoiler alert for you if you don't have premium. All right, let's see. It's okay. I'll do the free trial. Yeah, no worries, man. Watch Party, they're releasing season 2 like that now. Exactly. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys jumping in, and this has been fun, and I'm glad most of the things worked except for the polls. I got to go back to the drawing board and figure that out, but whatever. So thank you guys so much. I love you guys, man. You guys have made this journey amazing. You guys have made this channel amazing. And I feel like this community that we have is so amazing that you guys keep me pumped up, keep me motivated. Even got Marn motivated. She's like, hey, let's go film some Sip of Sanity this weekend. I'm like, heck yeah, let's do that. So you guys keep us going. I love you guys. I appreciate all the support. And I would have never got to this level of wanting to get better at it if it wasn't for you guys. And if it wasn't for you guys supporting our live streams too. So I got better at being in front of the camera live streaming, doing all these crazy live streams the last month. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And I'm going to get on out of here, guys. All right. Let me see if I can find exit music. We're going to try this for the first time. Outro. All right, guys. Signing off. I'm out. Quiet.